On another topic, with regard to the concerns I've expressed previously about the lack of reporting requirements in our ethics rules, Councilman McAtee pointed out to me that that perhaps I've let that. I've sounded like that's the position of this council, and I recognize that it's not the position of this council. That's the bully pulpit that I get every Tuesday because I have a television camera in front of me, and that's my personal concern. So I don't want anybody to attribute anything I've said in the past about the Ethics Commission to being that's the city's position. I would tell you that's my position, and I think last Tuesday a number of people that are here indicated they agreed at least to some extent with my position, but it's not the position of the council, and it's not the position of the legislative committee. However, we will have a legislative committee soon, and I plan to bring it up and try to get a more firm position that will be brought to the council as an official council position. But I would say that after the last couple of meetings, I continue to be disappointed. I fully understand what the Ethics Commission does. I know there are problems with regard to not being funded. It's tragic that we don't fund them well enough to do their job, to have any kind of enforcement activity. What I'm disappointed is that they have had the opportunity time after time over the last several months to stand up and say to the legislature, the system that we have is now broken. Our laws are unenforceable. Citizens United changes the dynamic, and we need to change those rules. They've not, in my opinion, done that. They've passed that along. Well, we can't do it until the legislature does it. Well, they have the same bully pulpit every time they meet that I have when this television camera comes on at the end of our meeting, and I'm disappointed they haven't used it. They are the last bastion of hope for making elections ethical, legal, fair, and I'm just disappointed they haven't gone out and said we understand fully what Citizens United did to our current law. You can argue either way you want to about whether Citizens United is a good law. I think most of you can tell by my comments what I think. I think it's a bad law, but that's not what it's about. It is the law, and we have to find a way to have good, fair elections inside the terms of what the Supreme Court said. And disclosure is still permitted. And it's time that they face that. And I'm gonna urge at our next legislative committee that we take a much stronger position. We advise our legislative liaisons to do that, and that we take that position from the horseshoe. But I don't want anybody to misunderstand and read what I've said to be that I'm the mouth for the whole council. Surely, after anybody that's watched me for the last 20 years knows that my mouth is generally my own, and sometimes that's been good and sometimes that hadn't been. But I don't want to attribute things that I've said to anyone else on the horseshoe. It's just my view about it. And anyway, I just wanted to clarify that.